on Chivas USA. The first 5,000 fans 14 and under will receive these super cool We Live Union Comcast Sports and Comcast Network shoelaces. You know you want to lace up your boots with them. Log on to PhiladelphiaUnion.com or call 877-21-UNION for ticket info. You can't make it to the game, and you should, because me and Mark Zumoff will be there at 6:30 on the plaza signing autographs. But if you can't make it out there, the game's at 7:30 on the Comcast Network. And speaking of the Union, we welcome in now Union defender Ray Gaddis. Ray, thanks so much for joining us here. Second-year defender, and Zach Berman was telling us a very interesting story just now. You actually know Drew Holiday.
I do. His wife now, Lauren Cheney, or Lauren Holiday now. We grew up together in Indianapolis.
And she, of course, is a soccer player. And did she introduce you to the sport?
She had a major role in helping me progress as a player growing up, and always has been there in my career for me.
That's amazing. That's such a 6 degrees of Drew Holiday, or 6 degrees of Lauren Cheney, or Lauren Holiday,
well,
I guess,
now,
at that point.
Drew Holiday knows you, and
yes.
now you know Ray.
And
so
I host State of the Union.
Yeah.
And where's Kevin Bacon and all of this? That's what we really need to know in this one.
Right.
But Ray, I want to talk a little bit about the Union. You guys have had some tough losses, or coming off a tough loss, and then of course, you know, those two heartbreakers with Dallas the other day. I guess it was last week, and Real Salt Lake, where just gave one back in the last couple of minutes, actually in stoppage time. How hard is it for you guys to come back from those when you had the win?
It's very difficult to put into mind coming from a player standpoint, but I think we have to move on and try to win at home, where we've been successful the past 2 games or 3 games without a loss, and we need to try to get the victory.
And you have Chivas coming in this Friday night, as we just mentioned. It is our shoelaces promo. First 5,000 fans 14 and under get those shoelaces. It's just right now, when you're looking at it, I know it is early to talk about the standings, and for anybody that's maybe not as familiar, they play well into October as you look at the standings here in the Eastern Conference. But it's never too early to start thinking about the playoffs, because you do have to take care of business one game at a time, and that is the ultimate goal. I know you guys were disappointed when you missed it last year, but how much are you thinking about right now? We want to maintain where we are in the standings.
Well, as a team, we're trying to take it one game at a time. As players in the locker room, of course, we want to make the playoffs. We don't want to feel like last year not making the playoffs, and it'll be big for the city of Philadelphia as well. Bring some joy to the city if we make the playoffs.
Yeah, I didn't know if you'd heard. It was kind of a down year last year across some of the sports. Just a little bit. Maybe you heard that. A couple of teams missed the playoffs. They could really use a little positivity.
That's correct.
You're going to give it to them?
We hope to give it to the city and the fans of Philadelphia.
Ray, well, what kind of progress have you made in the last calendar year as a player, being a rookie last year and getting some time at the end of the year, and then starting this year? I think you're one of the only 4 players who started every game. Where is your game now compared to where it was when you left West Virginia and where it was last year?
My game has jumped leaps and bounds. Playing more games, you get more comfortable as a player. You just feel that the game speed isn't as fast. A lot of decisions that you make, they tend to be better decisions. As in my first year, I might have did something differently than I've done this year. Mm-hmm. But I'm grateful for the opportunity to play, and like I said, it's leaps and bounds from last season.
In what area would you say you've progressed the most?
Just my awareness on the field as a defender. I played a lot of games last year at right back, and now I'm playing on the left side. And I think playing on the left side's helping me just understand where I need to be to help my team get shutouts and keep the ball in net.
Now, I understand that all soccer players can use both feet, but you're more natural on the right side. Would that be fair to say? And the left side is something you're less comfortable with, or were less comfortable with?
Towards the ending of the season, the coaching staff told me to go in and work on my left foot, and I am a dominant right-footed player, and that's something I had to work on, and this off-season as well, continue to work on to try to perfect my craft.
So when you work on your left foot, it's more than just going up and you know, hitting a lot of balls with your left instep. I mean, it's body positioning. It's where the goal is behind you. It's where you are in relation to other defenders. It's a lot more than just, you know, making sure that your left hip flexor is a little stronger than it was.
That's correct. It's a lot that goes into the playing on the left side. Like you mentioned, your body positioning, your angling, the way you strike a ball, where you need to be. A lot that goes into it, not just, you know, just work.